Constitution of the United States. Constitution of
Hello,
the United
people.
States. So help you God. So help me God.
I just got a
Congratulations, Mr.
notice. Just put on pause. Hello, people. This is Spirit Journey. Yes, today is January 20, 2021, and I got a strike. Someone is claiming ownership for the inauguration. This little segment here, that little box, the part where J-Lo was finished her singing, and this is when he gives his oath. Someone is claiming ownership of the inauguration when he, when he gives his oath. Look at that. See that? Let's see. See that? That's the name of what I titled the video. I streamed live. Okay. They're blocking it. And they demonetized. And this person, some Asian language, look at that. They're saying that they own it. Who's this Asian person, this Asian writing? Video cannot be seen or monetized. It expires in 29 days. Blocked in all territories. This segment, 3:13:38 to 3:26:34. A little piece that they claim. This is the election when he gives oath. See that? Let me continue. A correct place. And that's me. This is bull. This is baloney. They're pulling down my video. This is the inauguration. And I clicked on, you can test it. And I just did that. I should have videotaped that. Yeah. They said these people own it. Copyright owners, NHK. Who's NHK? Look at that. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Copyright owners, NHK. Who's NHK? Wouldn't that be funny if that's a Chinese, communist Chinese? Let's see who owns that. Does anyone recognize that language? How could they own this? This is the video, C-SPAN. C-SPAN aired it, and then I piggy-banked and gave commentary throughout the whole thing. Let's see, NHK. Who's this NHK? Let me type that in. Okay, let me Google. See, it's getting weird. It's not even 24 hours, and some Asian person from Asia is claiming NHK. Let's see. See, if they're claiming ownership of that piece, then they own the whole thing. Statue code. Let's see. Let's see. What's that? NHK. Let's see. NHK, also called Japan Broadcasting Corp., is Japan's public broadcaster, which has always been known for romanticized bullshit. This is baloney. It's Japan. This is baloney. Baloney. And that language doesn't look Japanese. The symbols. doesn't look Japanese. See, that's Japanese. Doesn't look like the same. This is baloney. Is C-SPAN owned by, let's see who owns C-SPAN, because C-SPAN own it. C-SPAN aired the whole damn thing. Let me see, NHK, let me see, because the C-SPAN, let's see, C-SPAN. Okay, Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network is an American cable and satellite network. Was created in '79. Founder Brian Lamb. Bullshit. This is C-SPAN. Yeah, I typed in the contestant that it belongs to the American public and C-SPAN, who aired it, and I was piggybacking it. They better put the damn thing up. Bullshit. Bullshit. Look at that. This is the inauguration. They're saying Japan owns this? NHK? You're saying you own this. You're saying you own it. This is for the public. This is by C-SPAN. This small segment is from aired by the same people. Bullshit. So I'm sharing this with you. See, he's not even in office for 24 hours. The time right now, let's see what time it is. What time is it now? See. Try and find the time here. Let me turn on the light. Okay, it's 6:51 p.m. 6:51 p.m. He was just inaugurated at 12 o'clock. So not even 7 hours, and someone is playing games with me. See, that's me. Commentary, the whole thing. The inauguration, right at the spot when he gives his oath. Blocked. Blocked. See that? Yeah, yeah, this is nonsense, people. Yes, so I'm going to upload this. This is Spirit Journey, signing off. Bye-bye.